about your vehicle. Buy your next vehicle from the Home Team. Find them on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or at choicehughes.com.
1580 103.3 WPKY. I'll tell you, it's a heat wave. I think it's really kind of thrown me off my game this morning more than anything. Of course, Miss Nichelle Faughn for George Coon Public Library is with us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'll tell you, she's glowing, though. That heat is not bothering her at all. You're just glowing.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And remind us why you're glowing.
I am having another baby. December 20. Well, my due date is December 27th, so just a little bit to go.
Merry Christmas to you.
I know. I'm actually hoping maybe she comes before Christmas so we can be home for Christmas. But
I will tell you, when I was you could set a dinner plate on my belly. I mean, of course, I guess at that point I was having twins, so I guess that's probably why. But I'll tell you, you look amazing, though. Everybody is so happy for you to have another mini Nichelle. That's going to be a good thing.
Yes, we're a little girl this time. So
yes. Well, that's good though. But the Kindness Day. I thought this was so cool. Over at George Coon, you all are doing, not only celebrating Kindness Day, because you always celebrate all of the holidays and are so good about doing that, but you guys really went above and beyond on this one, and I thought it was so cool. Explain to us.
So Becca Poole came to me, and she pulled out that November 13th, which is this Friday, is World Kindness Day. And she just had some ideas of some things we could do, and got these little kits together. And so people can come by and pick up the kits. They have like Post-it notes and little smiley face stickers in them and some other things. And they can just, like leave little messages for people, just trying to spread kindness, especially during this time, during this year. So we all need a little kindness, I think.
You know what? COVID's not the only thing that's infectious. It spreads.
Right.
Right. Kindness does too.
Yes, it does. So we hope that, people will come and participate, and then we'll share it with us. They can either send us a message on Facebook or tag us on Facebook when they, have used the materials and things like that, or send us an email, take a picture, just whatever. So we're hoping that people will take advantage of this. And like I said, I think we all can use a little kindness all the time, but especially right now, we can all use a little pick-me-up. So,
well, and I think the other day there was a group of kids at one of the Sunday school classes in the area. I'm not going to title exactly who, but I'll just say one of the Sunday school classes. They actually took some cards out to the rest home the other day. And I will tell you, I thought that was the cutest thing because, it's the little things like that. It may not even be somebody that you know, but sometimes opening a door can really be heroic.
Right. I have helped. Well, when I was teaching, I was one of the NHS sponsors, and I still help Leanne Morris at the high school some. She does a lot more of it now, of course, than I do, but I still try to help her out some. But usually around, Christmas time, the NHS kids make Christmas cards and take to the nursing home, and the residents out there just love it. They may not know the kid, and the kid may not know the resident out there, but it's just if they can get something and open it up and have a smile. So.
I think it's almost more special when they don't know them.
Right. Yeah.
Well, and then you all took it a step further and said, oh, wait a minute. You know what? If you're uncomfortable coming in, then we'll make them available at the drive-through window. I don't think I'm still speechless about having a drive-through window. I really thought the book drop-off thing it was kind of cool, but then now we've got the drive-through window.
Yes.
And so you can pick them up that way.
Yes. So you can either you can call before you come, and we will have it sitting there waiting for you, or you can just drop by the window. There's a little bell that you push, just like at other places, and we'll come, and whatever you need, if you're needing a book or you're needing copies or whatever, we'll do that through the window. But then also, if you want one of those kindness kits, then we'll hand that out to you as well.
Well, I don't want to forget either, because today's Tuesday, so that means we're doing story time today, right?
So virtual story hour. Ashley's been having that. She gets that posted, at 10 o'clock, which is the normal time for story hour, when we were able to have in person. And then, of course, every week she's having a craft available for the kids that they can also come pick up, take home, and make. So
it's so cute. And I guarantee they're all fall themed and Thanksgiving themed.
Yeah, these, so we had Halloween, before Halloween, she had some Halloween crafts, and then, now they're fall and Thanksgiving themed. So
that's so cute. Because, and I will say, too, a lot of the kids and the parents, too, had been missing story hour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we all had a good crowd. Ashley would, she would have the story hour room would almost sometimes overflow. So it's a good program, and we're looking forward to being able to get back in person eventually, whenever that will happen. So,
I will say during the COVID thing, and I'm just calling it a thing anymore, pandemic, whatever, a weird calendar year, the things that we want to forget. You all have really gone out of the box, and I hate to even say it's become a cliche, thinking outside the box, but you really have when it comes to solutions of what, you used to do and what people are missing so badly. You really have kind of, stepped it up and done things a lot different.
We've tried, obviously, we want our doors open so people can come in and utilize all of our resources. But when we couldn't, it was, what can we do to still provide services for the community? So a lot of it were things that we put on Facebook, resources that might help the kids in school while they were doing online. And then, of course, now that we're kind of open, kind of not, we still can't have our programs in person, then we're, trying to, like you said, think outside the box and offer more ways with like these, the bags that they can come in and get, or the crafts they can come in and take out and go home and do as well. So.
Well, and I'd been hearing a lot about, of course, I don't know, if I think of babies and kids, and I start thinking about Imagination Library.
Yes.
And now, is that something that is really kind of, how has that changed, or has it changed during COVID?
Not really. It hasn't changed so much. We just continue to, encourage people to register for that program. They can register online, so they don't even have to come in the library. They can. We have the registration forms at the library. They can pick one of those up, come through the drive-thru and pick one up, and then we can enter it in for them, or they can go to the actual Imagination Library website and register their child themselves. So
now, in case we haven't heard about it, what is included? What do we end up getting when we register?
So the program is for children ages 0 to 5. So once you get them registered, it takes about 8 to 10 weeks for them to get into the system, into the Dollywood Foundation's the system, for them to receive their first book. So that's why I try to always tell parents, be a little patient, because it does take, a couple months before they'll receive that first book after they're registered. So I do also encourage, as soon as the baby's born, go ahead and get them registered. And everybody receives the same first book, The Little Engine That Could. And then after that, all the books will be leveled, and then the level will change as the child ages. So, they may start out with the board books for the little babies, and then as they have a birthday, then they'll get leveled harder. But they'll get one every month in the mail. Comes directly to them, so you don't have to pick it up at the library. It's mailed directly to the child at their home. And then, like I said, the month they turn 5, they'll receive their last book, and then, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought, but yeah.
It's just the day-to-day, I'm telling you.
So that's what it is. And then it costs $25 per child per year. We didn't get to have our birthday party this year. We usually, in May, celebrate having the program here in the community. So this year would have been the second year that we've had the program. We didn't get to have that this year because of COVID, but we do encourage, anybody that would like to donate to the program. It's $25 per child per year. So we have people that, they're like, well, I want to sponsor, 2 kids, 3 kids, and they'll, bring us a check, and that's good. We receive some grants that help too. So it's a really great program.
Talk about a great gift for a kid.
It is. And I, fully believe in the program. I believe that, the earlier that children are read to, the better off they will be prepared as they enter school. So,
well, and again, if you're looking for something for a child, maybe for Christmas, you actually sponsor, a kid for Christmas, and that's a heck of a gift to give them for years to come, really.
Right.
So I think that's fantastic. What else is going on?
So then we also, Becca's been doing the take and make crafts for the adults. I say adults, if there's a child or, teenager that wants to make them, we're not going to turn anybody away. But she's trying to gear these more towards the adults, because since Ashley has the crafts for the younger children. But she's been trying to do ones that you can make them and then gift them in preparation for Christmas. So this one that she's got started this week is it's a Christmas ornament. And you get to, there's these little blocks, you get to paint them, then you put some Christmas paper, Mod Podge those on, and make the little ornament hang on the tree. Hers is really cute. She did for the demonstration because she put little pictures of her son on it. Aww. So you can be creative and make it however you want to. But she gets all the supplies together and puts them in the bag, so you have everything that you need to make the craft, and you can just come pick it up and take it home and make it.
Wow. I'll tell you, the pin cushions last time were really cute, too. She's got I don't know where she's coming up with this stuff, but she's doing a really great job of it. And I know a lot of the adults are really enjoying that, too.
Yes, and then she she posts a video on Facebook, tutorials, so that people can watch it. So if you are not as creative like myself and you want step-by-step instructions, you can't do it on your own, then you can go on there and watch, and she shows you how to make it.
Well, and what I thought was cool the last time you were here is you said, you know what, if somebody can't get online and watch all those videos, tell them what that they can do.
So we have some DVDs that she can give out, or they can check out, that is the same video that she puts on Facebook, but it's on a DVD. If somebody is not on Facebook, they can come by, get the DVD, and watch it at home, put it in their DVD player and watch it at home.
Well, and not everybody is. And what? Grandma may not be on there either, but she wants to do it too.
Right.
So, I mean, that's actually a lot of fun, especially if a few ladies want to get together all together and, they end up, getting the DVD and just doing it that way and having a craft party. That would be fun too. 6 feet apart.
Right. Right. Socially distanced. You need some elbow room to do crafts anyway. That's right.
You know what? It's a whole lot of fun, and you guys, again, with the videos, that's been huge, I would imagine, during COVID.
Yes. Just being able to see and watch things, either way, on Facebook or on the DVD, just having that available since we can't meet in person. So,
well, and especially we're back to hybrid now in Caldwell County. When it comes to resources for NTI and for parents, just to try to get creative with learning, there's a lot of videos that they can, that can actually teach them something.
Right. A lot of resources out there, and like I said, especially when we were closed. We tried to put, a lot of those resources and things on there for students in particular that would help them out.
Well, and that's true too. If you're say, I'm a little unsure about taking, my kid into the library right now. There's a lot of things that are available online, and then you can actually fill out a Google form and say, you know what, I need this book and this resource, and pick it up at the drive-through window.
Sure can.
Now, see, I think that's amazing. I really do. I could just imagine that when I was a kid. Of course, I thought the drop book off was, when you could put the book in the drop box over in the alley there. I thought that was cool. And now it's a drive-through.
It is. Well, we do have a after-hours drop. It's now in built into the side of the building. So if, we're closed and you have a book you need to return, kind of like the bank deposit at night. So
cool.
It's right in the building. It goes into the building.
No excuse not to bring those books back now. You don't have to. Okay, Sally, you gotta take that book back. And again, remind us, at what age can we get our library card?
Age 6.
See, that's like a rite of passage. You turn 6 years old and you get your library card. And what does that do for you when you get a library card?
Well, you get to come in and check out books. We also have DVDs, audio books. And then you also, with that library card, you can use your library card number that's on the back to get into our Kentucky Libraries Unbound program, which has ebooks, audiobooks, and videos as well. So,
and I want to remind people too, and especially parents, that I know that, as a parent, mine used to be little. They're not little and cute anymore. Mine are teeny boppers. But when we say videos, it's not just all, some of it is entertaining videos as well. And it can be expensive for parents to go out and try to, purchase every single thing that hits the shelf all the time, especially when they've watched them all 25 times, because they're home all the time now. But that is something that's available to them.
Yes. So it gained, of course, a lot of popularity while we were closed. The Kentucky Libraries Unbound. The Libby app is what is the most user-friendly app to get that into that program. But you can just, you get it on your phone or tablet. Like I said, use your library card number to log in, and then so there are movies on there, audiobooks, and then ebooks that you can download and read. So
I think that's amazing. And literally, you never have to leave the house.
No, and it's just like, if you were to come borrow them from the library, after so long, 2 weeks, they will automatically be returned, or you can extend them, renew them if you need to. But it's just you borrow it, and then it'll go back up into the clouds.
It's just magic.
Yeah.
I find that awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Nichelle.
I want to tell also about Polar Express. I want to talk just a minute about that, because we have that coming up. I want to backtrack, and for those that don't know anything about Polar Express and have never been or taken their children or grandchildren,
it's so cool.
It is cool. I want to tell about how it was, and then I'll tell how we're going to do it this year. So normally, you would call and book your child for a boarding time, and then they would come into the front of the library. We had a little ticket booth. They would get their ticket. They would go up the ramp, which we had decorated with falling snow, or looked like falling snow with the lights and things. And then they would go into the auditorium. They would get hot chocolate and cookies, and then Mrs. Claus was in the auditorium and read the book, The Polar Express. And then after they got finished with that, they got to go upstairs, play some games. They could write a letter to Santa, make an ornament, and then Santa usually was there to made an appearance, and they got to sit and talk with Santa. So, because of COVID and everything that's going on this year, we have decided, that we can't really do that because the event was quite popular. We had, usually between 150 and 200 kids that came through the library on that evening. So, because we have to social distance and things like that, we are not going to do it that way this year. So we sat down and we put our heads together and we thought, what could we do? So we are going to be partnering with some of the businesses downtown, and we are going to take the book, The Polar Express, and create a story walk out of that. So there will be posters with pages from the book in some of the businesses downtown in their windows. And so everyone that wants to participate in the story walk will start out at City Hall. We're going to have, we wanted to have a mailbox, a Christmassy looking mailbox, and we have one. We're trying to see if that's going to work, but down there so it's easily recognizable at City Hall. And then they will get their ticket and participation sheet out of the mailbox, and they'll start there, and then it'll have, a map on it and where they need to go and what order they need to go in to read the book. So each business will have, like I said, have a page from the book, and they'll walk through and up through Main Street and read the book. Now, we wanted to make this attractive. We hoped that people would just go through and read the book, but we also want to encourage as much participation as possible. So with that sheet that they get at the beginning, some of the businesses will just have the story in their window, but then some of the businesses have also agreed to be what we're calling train stops. And so there'll be a question, and they have to go into the business, answer the question, and then somebody from the business will stamp their paper.
Aww.
So we have about 8 to 10 of those train stops that they will have. And then if they get all their stamps, the last stop, of course, will be the library. So they can bring their sheet in with all their stamps on it, and then they will be entered into a grand prize drawing that we'll do, sometime before Christmas. And speaking of the businesses, several of the businesses have agreed to donate items for this grand prize. So we're going to have this basket with donations from the businesses in it. And then, like I said, when every child who turns in their sheet will draw from those, and one will win the big grand prize. And then we're going to also have some, smaller prizes too that we'll draw from those as well.
That sounds like so much fun.
We're hoping it is. And then everybody that participates in the story walk will, like I said, the last stop will be the library. So they'll end up there, and then they'll get, like I was saying, when in the past years when you came to the actual event at the library, you got hot chocolate and cookies and, the ornament. So everybody that participates and comes to the library at the end will get a goodie bag that we're putting together, completely free to them. It's going to have a hot chocolate kit in it, a cookie, the ornament that they can take home and make on their own time, and then just some other little things, goodies in there for them so they can get that. So
that's adorable.
That's the plan.
Now, when are these going to start being available?
We are going to start, hopefully, if nothing, that our plan is to start the week of Thanksgiving, because we're thinking, some people may come in to visit family and things like that. We want to have it available, that weekend of Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, so that they can do it that weekend if they're in town. So
that's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. And, of course, remind us where to pick those sheets up at.
It's going to start at City Hall. So there's going to be, like I said, we're hoping we'll get this mailbox situation worked out. There'll be something out there, a mailbox or, a tote, a tub or something that will have the sheets in it, and they'll just pick that up and then start on their way.
I got a feeling it's going to be a whole lot of fun, and you're going to get a lot of participation.
We really hope so. So we hope that it's as successful, as our Polar Express event that we have at the library, because, like I said, we're thinking outside the box. We're trying to do things, and we didn't want to not have anything, and so we sat down and came up with this idea. So.
Well, it's cool because a lot of the kids, that's how they really kick off their Christmas season. Mm-hmm. That's something that they look forward to. And, hey, just doing it a little bit different. That's all.
That's right.
Remind us of your phone number and how to reach you, what your hours are.
So we are open Monday through Friday right now from 9:30 to 4:30, given that time for us to sanitize and clean things in the morning and in the evening. So we're open from 9:30 to 4:30 Monday through Friday, and then Saturday 9:30 till noon. And then our telephone number is 270-365-2884. And then, of course, we also have a Facebook page, so they could get a hold of us on there as well.
Well, thank you, Nichelle Faughn from the Georgia Coon Public Library. And again, National Kindness Day. Mm-hmm. There's kits for that on starting now?
Yes, they're available now. Yes.
Okay, and then Kindness Day is on Friday. So, and then remind us, that's free, right?
Yes. Yes.
Free is good.
All of our events, programs are free, except we did when we're able and to start craft night back up, we would charge like a $5 fee for the materials for that. But right now everything is free. They can just come pick it up, or like you said, come through the drive-through.
Well, that's a huge service to the community, and we appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Of course, computer services if they're needing them.
Yes.
What is it? Still an hour at a time?
Still an hour right now because we've had to limit the amount of computers that are in use because of social distancing. So right now we only have 4 of our public computers available. So we are, limiting the time to an hour so that people, have a chance to get on those throughout the day.
And they need appointments for that too, right?
They can make appointments, but we've been okay. People have been walking in and we've been okay. So there has only been, I think, 1 or 2 days where we've had to say, if you can come back in 30 minutes or so, then one should be available. So,
well, I appreciate it. I think everybody's kind of got between drive-through windows and computer usage and everything else. I think you've got just about anything that anybody could need right now.
We hope so.
Well, thank you so much. It's Miss Nichelle Faughn from the George Coon Public Library. Stick around. I see a guy like walking. It looks like a Riley. That's all I know. Hey, H&R Ministries is up next. Hang on.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
It's here. The Loyal Listener Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to WPKYonline.com. Click on Loyal Listener Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens and dozens of gift certificates. Some you'll even be able to redeem from your smartphone. Shop and buy 24 hours a day and save a ton of money in the process. Save on oil changes, dining out, haircuts, car washes, and more. Our store never closes. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Hello, I'm Jason Redford, Community President, First Southern National Bank. When First Southern National Bank says we believe in you, it means we also believe certain things about you. We believe that you want to live a life of margin, where you can balance spending, saving, and giving. We believe that you want to make wise financial decisions to enable that kind of living. Because we believe in you, we are here for you every step of the way. Visit fsmb.net to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is Kelly Martin of Penny Royal Hospice, and we are proud to be a part of the greatest comeback of all time.
Fortner Gas is a full-service propane company offering services in Western Kentucky. You'll find offices located in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website and discover the many services and products available to you at Fortner Gas. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they are already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If not, they'd love to be. Contact Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
1580 103.3 WPKY. There's Riley in the house.
Yes, ma'am. It
H&R
is
Ministries.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
In particular, this is the beginning day of a new session of Better Man. As you know, the 40-day revival is here. We are pressing in. We just had a group of men go through this process, if you will, for training, and now tonight we've made it available to bring folks and to invite people. So those that are out there listening, we want to invite them to come be a part of this process. It's about an hour-and-a-half session every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock at Ogden. Multi-denominational, but the deal is this. We live in a world where there is much frustration and need. And if you ask somebody, do they want to be a better man? No matter what's going on in your life, everybody can use that as an opportunity to move forward. So we're inviting people to come.
Well, I think that's a pretty good start right there.
Yes, ma'am. Well, so if people are interested, they need to show up at Ogden at 7. There's basically 4 things that we will be looking at through those weeks and challenged to walk through our life. And one is courageously looking at God's Word. The other one is protecting God's woman, which is your wife and the church in relation and helping with God's work. And from that, bettering God's world, which is leaving a legacy. So just doing it right. And, you know, we live in a world where it's hard. There are people that are in need. And so we want to challenge people to do that. And so we just finished, I brought the book for those that are online there watching to see. It's just a discussion time. It's not a theological, in-depth, have to learn it. It is a man-on-man discussion with folks around the table, finding out what we need to be doing.
Roundtable discussion. That's what it is.
Yep, about 5 or 6 people at the table. There'll be some instruction to begin with, but we want folks to come and do that. Now, the other is we've been challenged to press in and help and encourage pastors. If you're a pastor and listening, or your pastor's out there, call and tell them. We've been doing lunch together for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and we're going to continue it on Tuesdays at noon. Today we will be at Breezy Hills Farm for lunch. Ken Freeman's in town. He's doing a revival over in Van Zor, and he will be speaking to the pastors and encouraging. But we just come together to pray, encourage, and help in that fashion. And so those are some of the things going on, as well as keeping up with the rest of the world that's going on around here.
Well, how about Joseph?
Busy, very busy. If you want to come down and volunteer, come help us. We just had the liberty to help a family get stable. We also have seen some other things going on. We right now have received all of the backpacks, and they are out there sorting them, getting them ready for distribution to other places. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be making an announcement of how we're going to approach the community here with the blessings that we have, and just see what God wants to do with that. So,
now, since you've received those, does that mean, do you know if you're in need of extra additional backpacks? Do you have enough? Where are you at?
We will at the end of the week. And if there, okay. Yeah, and if there's any need, it will be by age range. Meaning sometimes when folks are, we have a bent sometimes when we go to do stuff towards those that we feel are in need, or those that we feel compassionate towards. And sometimes we have found out that the older students that are in need, the 14 to 17-year-olds, and sometimes the babies. So we will get you that information after we do an inventory and find out what the other ministries are in need.
I'll admit, if I'm buying, that's the age group that I go to are the toddlers and stuff, because they're so much fun to buy for, and they're easy. And
I'd say the age range from the 4-year-old to the 11-year-old is what people
pretty saturated then.
Yeah, we normally have plenty. So. But we'll get that information out, and we probably will spend a complete week in distribution simply because of COVID and the PPEs and the process. So what we will do is limit that. Normally we have it kind of a celebratory gather, come get your things are happening and stuff's everywhere. But we will probably set up some opportunity for folks to call and make an appointment and come and show up and process in and process out. So,
you doing any big holiday sales down there for?
It's a sale every day down there. I don't know. They may. We are currently working. Last year we had new product. I have contacted the folks again with COVID. Everything changes. So even people's businesses and other stuff. So we are working on trying to get some of that new product in for people to come and do their Christmas, which is big. But there's also stuff on the shelf now that they could use. So.
Well,
anyway.
And especially, you know what? We've had a heat wave. I understand that, but it's not going to stay that way. The cold front is actually coming in with the rain today, so we're going to get back to some normal temperatures starting tonight into the 40s. Back to fall, y'all. So, when you talk about fall and you talk about winter, you're talking about jackets and coats and jeans and sweatshirts and hoodies, and you got them.
November the 9th and 10th, I'm wearing my shorts while I'm working. I sat on the front porch at Dairy Queen, ate ice cream last night. Hallelujah. It's almost like it was summertime, but you'll be wanting hot chocolate and coffee tomorrow. So
I know a couple of people that would wear shorts in January.
Yes, I don't like long pants myself. If it wasn't inappropriate for the culture, I probably would never put pants on. But anyway.
What? You heard it here.
Shorts.
Yes,
shorts.
That's not what you said.
I have a brother-in-law that wears shorts even when he goes to Alaska to move furniture. So anyway, just be challenged. If you're a pastor and you can break away, come to Breezy Hills Farms today at noon. Have prayer time with some other pastors. We just believe Daniel had a problem in front of him facing death and all kinds of things. He called on his companions and asked them to pray for mercy, and God gave him an answer. And some of our pastors need mercy and an answer, so we're asking folks to do that. You pray for that. And then second of all, tonight Better Man starts, and not just here, but there's some opportunity in other places to do this as well. But we'd like to invite men who are interested to come out, be a part of it. And if you're just a pastor or leader and you're interested, come the first night. We'll help equip you to go do it at your place and be happy to do that. So that's what we got going on. We are busy.
Well, you know what? I believe, was it James Taylor? You got a friend? Well, that was sometimes you just need one, don't you?
Yep, you need companions. That's what the scripture says.
Give all of us a phone number that we can reach you when we need one.
All right, call the office at 270-365-6044. And, when you said that companion, scripture says a cord of three is not easily broken, and iron sharpening iron gives you the right answers, and we're supposed to go get wise counsel. So, again, come be a part of Better Man. Pastors, leaders, come eat lunch with us at noon. Be encouraged. And, by the way, pastors, I'll buy you lunch.
Now that's encouragement right there.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much,
Thank
Harold
you.
Riley.
We appreciate
you.
WPKY.
Well, I'll tell you, H&R Ministries, Brother Harold Riley, we love them to death and thank them for everything they're doing in the community. If you need anything, you can always reach them. And if you forget the phone number, if you say, you know what, I don't have it on me right, I couldn't write anything down right that second, you can always find all those updates on our website, WPKYonline.com.
If you really enjoy the stories you hear on Traveling the Bluegrass, we'd like to invite you to listen to the whole Visit Uncut. Just type Your Ag